You clicked this video because you missed the sound of my voice. Obviously. Welcome back to Gray Matter. Today, we're talking about things to do when you feel alone or sad. Girl, you are not sad. Okay, maybe you might be, but you got me on your side. Come on, what are you doing? Let's turn that frown upside down. Let's do that. And as you're hitting the like button because you love to support and put people on, you're here with me and we're going to dive into it. So first, I want you to do a little shimmy, a little shake. Shake with me. Come on. If you shook, if you're shook, drop a comment down below. Sadness will no longer hold you. Loneliness will no longer hold you, nor be your guiding light. And I want to say, it is okay if you're feeling sad right now. I know you probably hear that so much. But I have days where I wake up and I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And then middle of the day, I start overthinking. And I'm like, man, I'm sad. No, I'm just bored. No, I'm just overthinking. No, I'm just in my head too much. No, I just need to call a friend. And boom, sadness, don't know where. So the first thing that I recommend when I'm feeling away is dance. Turn on one of your favorite songs like you're a little kid, even if it's Kids Bop, if it's Happy by Pharrell. Turn on one of those songs and dance. Close your curtains, whatever it is. Be alone and dance. Shake it out. Movement is one of the best ways to distract the mind from things that you don't want to think about. Because I'm pretty sure you're probably sad because you're maybe thinking about expectations, or you feel like life isn't going the way how you expected or how you planned it. You're overthinking. You're in your head too much, and it's time to move that essence into your body. So let's start doing some things. Number one is dancing. Turn on that Whitney Houston and dance with somebody. Go ahead. And when I say dancing, you can dance in your room. You could go and take a salsa class. You can go and dance at a concert, whatever it is. You don't always have to spend money to do things that make you feel joy or bring joy to you. So we got dancing. Number two, included with dancing, is turning on a song. I got a playlist. Don't play with me. And as you guys should already know, I make music. Come on, I make music. Let me send you a song or two. I have the perfect wake up playlist that religiously I used to put on every day in the morning, especially during the winter time, to get me feeling ready to conquer anything. Because it can feel like we're living the same day on repeat until we start to shake things up. Life is about the company that you carry and the little things that you do on a regular basis. So how about when you feel sad, you turn on a song, the one that is your song where if the DJ plays it, you are going to get up and you are going to shake what your mama gave you. You know what I mean? I hope she gave you something, honestly. But the one that's going to bring you out of your head and into your body, where you can't help but to move your shoulders, a little tap to the right, tap to the, even if it's the Cupid Shuffle, the electric slide, where they literally tell you what to do. It's going to be funny later on when you tell people, yeah, when I'm sad, I do the Cupid Shuffle. Like what? And I bet it will work. Because how can you be sad when you clap, 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 clap your hands? Hey, like, come on. How can you be sad when you could do that? Why be sad when you can fill in the blank? I want you to ask yourself that. I want you to question, when you feel sadness, what is bringing this about? Is it because you're on social media? Click that screen off, put it away. Come and talk to mama over here. Come and watch one of these videos. Come and get one of these. Come be outside with me. Now I'm just talking to talk. But recognize what is prolonging that sadness, that feeling of loneliness. And don't give it no more power. Rebuke it. Don't give it any more power. So you want to do that before you get into your dancey dance. Figure out what's the source that maybe triggered you into feeling sadness, and shut that down. Number two, pull out the list that you have made of compliments to yourself. Write a list in your notes. Go on your notes app if you have an iPhone, if you have an Android. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure there is a notes app. Pull out that list And go ahead, I want you to write down everything that you are proud of yourself for the way you dress, for the way you speak. All of these things, even if you have to go back and look at a vision board from last year and see the things that you accomplished, write down the things that make you feel accomplished that you have done. And so anytime you feel away, go ahead and look at that list. Look at that list. Because you are someone's definition of what greatness looks like, sounds like, feels like. I'm not going to say tastes like, but that's on you. But go ahead and jot down at least 20 things. And I guarantee you, in those 20 things, you'll find even more things within those things. If you have to text a friend, what do you like about me? Do that. And they will give you reasons, things that you should put on that list that you may be forgetting, because right now you're probably in your head and your anxiety has you on the other side of that excitement energy. So go ahead and do that. Number 3, now you're going to follow some of the things that I am suggesting, because if 1 or 2 of those things didn't work yet, now you're coming to me for the expertise. Now you're coming to me for the expertise. So number 3 is go outside. If you can, go outside. The sun has this magical essence, or once it touches you, zap, you're renewed. Go outside, touch grass. Say a prayer. Meditate. So first on the list of things to actually do that is not one of those 3 things that I just said. Number 1, find the source of your sadness or what triggered you into sadness. Number 2, write down that list of your accomplishments and keep it on deck for whenever you feel this feeling. And number 3, go outside and touch grass. If none of those things work, now we're diving into the fun stuff. So back to number 1, dance. Get out of your head, dance. Number 2, put on a song, put on a playlist. Start your morning with that playlist, or end your night with that playlist. Whenever you feel sad, go to this. Because music, it has those frequencies that send other signals to your body. Send joy signals to your body. Number 3 would be an activity. Paint, draw, take a bath. Do something that does not require much mental energy. Number 4, read a book. It could be fiction, nonfiction. It does not have to be a healing book. You don't have to dive in to think, oh, I'm sad, so now I must talk about trauma and triggers. You don't have to do that. If you're feeling that, you can do that. If you're ready to talk and discuss about what you're feeling, cool. But if you're trying to practice some level of ignorance to feel joy, go do that. Read a fiction book. Read a fiction book. It doesn't have to be a healing book on how to improve yourself. No. Number 6, if I'm on number 6, I think I'm on number 6. Watch a motivational video. Something like this. You feel me? Watch a TED Talk. Last year and the year before that, I was a TED Talk queen. You cannot tell me how long I was on YouTube watching TED Talks. I would go to the gym. Every single time I'd go to the gym, I would listen to a TED Talk, because that kept me going. Hearing that I can move past and work through whatever I'm feeling, the wanting to give up or quit, hearing people's stories, it motivated me. So either watching a motivational YouTube video, a TED Talk, listening to a podcast. I love Jay Shetty's podcast. I've listened to so many episodes. In Hindsight's podcast as well. Super, super fire. His YouTube videos as well. So feel free to use those. Number 7. Man, they need to teach me how to count again. Number 7 is practice an act of kindness, gratitude. You could either make a list and start with 3 things. What am I grateful for today? You woke up, you ate something, hopefully you brush your teeth. Or you could text a friend, what are you grateful for? And then they'll ask you, what are you grateful for? Practice a random act of kindness. Go volunteer at a shelter. Bless somebody with a meal, donate to an organization, whatever it is. But blessing someone is a great way to expend that energy of sadness, because you are allowing someone else to feel joy, even when you don't feel it. And that can inspire joy within yourself. Now, number 8 is to doll yourself up. Go get dressed. Put on a little makeup. Take some photos. See how that makes you feel. There is makeup therapy, where some people, maybe they're just in their feelings because they are not feeling good. They didn't dress up today. They might work from home. They didn't spread their bed. How you move throughout your day, your routines can do a lot for your mental state. Just by sweeping up your room or putting that laundry in the washer or from the washer to the dryer, spreading your bed, just some little things can make you feel like you are on top of the world. Sadness, who's sadness? Where she ain't me. She is not me. But go ahead, get dressed. Just dress up, even if you're going to the grocery store. Whatever it is to make you feel like you are not in that feeling. Do you want to be sad and beautiful? Or happy and beautiful? Come on. Number, I want to say 9. Just forget the numbers because you know what I'm saying. Visit somewhere new. Go somewhere new. It doesn't have to be expensive. New doesn't have to be expensive. New could just mean you haven't been there before. Go visit somewhere new and maybe say hello to someone new. I don't know. Sometimes you need to just get out and be in a different environment. That will trick your mind, distract your mind into feeling more joy and less anxiety or resistance or hesitancy. Next, take a walk, ride your bike, get active. If you don't want to work out, because there are plenty of people who don't want to work out, exercise is a great practice for when you're feeling any type of mood swings. But go for a light walk. I believe, and I will look this up to see if I'm right, 2 20-minute walks per week improves heart health. It helps people to make decisions way easier because it gives you the time and space to think for yourself, to process, and to also save time. To save time so that you're not talking about it with 7 other people. You're not spending time figuring out what you should do. You give yourself time and space to make the decisions for yourself and come back with a clear head. So if you got to take that walk, take that walk. The next thing you could do is write down something you've always wanted to do. Do you have a bucket list? Is there something that maybe you've wanted to do for a while or learn how to do, but haven't got the chance to do it? Maybe it's another language. Maybe you should go on Duolingo for a second, for 10 minutes, and just see when you dip into something else, how you feel. How you feel. You might notice that those thoughts have started to change, that you don't even remember what brought you into sadness because you took away the power, you shifted your gears, and you kept moving. That is what I'm getting at here, is that when you feel sad or alone, know that you are not stuck. You are not stuck or tied to that. It is a feeling, and feelings change, just like the weather, just like time. Change. And it keeps changing. It keeps going. You keep growing. You keep learning. This is just a moment. And you may feel more. Which is why we're here talking about what to do. Come on. So get in tune. Tap into the frequency that is you. Do something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe if you've always wanted a pet, go to the shelter and go pet some dogs. Maybe you just need to pet an animal. If you have an animal, spend some time with your animal. Spend some time with your pet. They'll probably remind you that life is so worth living because they live to see you smile. They live to do and be right next to you. The next alternative would be retail therapy. It works to an extent. So go ahead, maybe online shop, maybe go to the mall, pick out a shirt, give yourself a little budget. Unless you want a free fall, take somebody's credit card and go and buy yourself something. Treat yourself. The next thing would be to hang out with friends. Or you can, if you don't feel like you don't have any friends or they're not available, download one of those apps like Bumble and try to meet new people. Wave hello to your neighbor. Eat somewhere different. That's another one. Go and try a place you haven't tried before. I'm not saying you have to go and sit down there, but just try a different food. That maybe you're just hungry, or maybe you're dehydrated. Drink some water. Because when we get so fixated into how we're feeling and so stuck in how we're feeling, it's difficult to think that anything else matters or exists, that we have made a hole that we can't crawl out of when we can. We can and we will. The next step or the next alternative would be to cry. If you haven't cried, maybe it's time. That's me. You feel that? That's me rubbing your back, saying it's okay. Maybe let out a little tear or two. They don't have to see. The next would be to clean or organize your space, which I've kind of touched on that a little more. And if you don't want to go somewhere new to try different food, you can make food. Oh my gosh. I love when I'm in my head and I go and I do something like washing the dishes. It just takes me to a different place. It's like because I am moving and doing something, it distracts my mind a little bit. Maybe get yourself some flowers. All it is a moment. And I want you to know that. Sadness can persist. It can last longer than a moment. But I don't want you giving it any more power than you need to. Feel it, because it might come back. And the more you run, it may seem fun, but the more you run, the more it's chasing after you. Journal about it. That's another one that I love to do. Journal about it. Dedicate yourself to spending one time out of the day, each and every day, to journal. Journal 1 page, journal 2 pages, to process those feelings. And once you put it on the paper, close the book and the sadness gone. Put on your song, get back to it, and do what you gotta do. Another is waking up early, taking a break from socials, and doing something that you actually need to do. Maybe the cause of your sadness or anxiety, but that also may ease any sadness or anxiety that you feel. Is doing something that's on your to-do list. Like I said, like the laundry, or maybe you just have to shoot an email real quick. Just do that. Get that off your list so you have more space to do what you want, more time to do what you want. Another alternative is asking for help. If you feel like you're past your point of trying certain things and talking to people, maybe that means that it's time for you to actually seek out help. It could be from a trusted confidant or friend, a therapist, or maybe the help could be something light, a help with a task that you have to do. Maybe help is, I want to do this, but I don't know how to, and you don't want to Google search it. You want someone in front of your face to literally say, hey, this is what I did. Maybe watch some videos. Maybe go out and ask a stranger. What would they do if they were in this predicament? And then you might bond, start conversation, and have someone to lean on. But at the end of it all, the sadness, the loneliness that you feel is not you. You are many things, but you are not your sadness or your loneliness. You have so much to offer. And I say this with confidence I don't have to know you to say this. I say this with confidence because you are just as I am, human. And we are capable of so many things we haven't even seen. We have not even seen, nor have we seen the best of it yet, the best that life has to offer yet. So I invite you to use this comment section. I want to see people, humans interacting, because humans need humans. We need people. If you see someone in the comment section say that they're sad and they feel like, talk to them, because a conversation can do wonders. Can do wonders. I've seen it, I've done it, I've felt it. It can do wonders. I want you here. I really do. We got to support each other and uplift one another. And if you're here, you're subscribed, that is what the community is about. Being here, supporting and uplifting one another. We're bringing that essence back into the world, one human at a time. This is My Gray Matter. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, bae.